Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. You're seeing the gizmo because it's raining and I did not put my phone out to listen to the birds. So I have no idea what the bird situation is outside. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. On this rainy Sunday, I am going to exfoliate my lips before I put on my lip stain, although just doing it once in a million years is not enough to make my lips all gorgeous, but it's a start. So I use a Mary Kay product I bought from my friend over a year ago. She passed in July. I put my glasses on and see what it says. It says satin lips. And it came in a set of two. It's got this exfoliator and lip balm. However, not to ruin Mary Kay's, shtick, I saw Queer Eye Guy, did a thing on it, and it's like coconut oil and sugar, or something edible and sugar. And he made his own homemade exfoliator. So, pro beauty tip. All right. Well, I have my wet cloth here for that because I'm going to use my Wonder Skin stain, which I haven't done in quite a while. And it's Mary Ann's fault that I'm doing this. Let's see if this works. Now, I've had these for a while, and they do dry up. And I'm going to be set. If this one's dry, I should have checked it yesterday. And I'm going to be sad because this is Mary Ann's fault. I bought more lip stain from Wonder Skin, and I didn't pick this color because I already had it. I mean, I picked it just from the dots and like, oh, I have that one. So I really like it. But if I'd have known it was getting low or dry or whatever it's getting, I would have bought it again. Because I was in a buy two, get one free situation. We'll see how that does. And it's Mary Ann's fault because I saw a picture. She posted a picture of her and Aquila at Maryland Sheep and Wool. Oh, I did that lip thing that I'm not supposed to do. At Maryland Sheep and Wool, and on Instagram. So there I was on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if anybody else has posted at Maryland Sheep and Wool. And I spent the whole evening. Oh, this is disappointing. I should have ordered this color again. The whole evening on Instagram in the Reels. And I'm a sucker for an Instagram ad. I think I bought 3 things last night. Very expensive evening. I mean, it's not as expensive as it would have been if I went to Maryland Sheep and Wool. But all right, so I'm going to leave that on for a while. I guess I won't drink my coffee for a minute. So anyway, so there I was all night on Instagram Reels feeling like, what a waste of life. Why am I doing this? Blah, blah, blah. And I mean hours. And after a couple of hours, I realized, why am I so judgy on myself? I'm really enjoying this deep dive into Instagram Reels where I'm watching artists do watercolors and all kinds of sketching, and I'm learning all kinds of tips from knitters, and I'm following people, knitters and artists on Instagram, and saving their reels and you know, and watching cute things and, you know, anyway, I was really enjoying myself. And I was like, why am I so judgy on myself? You know, because this is no worse than sitting there watching TV. Half the time I'm watching something I've seen before. Why does it feel like it's somehow less reasonable to do? Why is that? Must be me, right? Well, I don't know. Are you feeling judgy about that? Because I was. Now this is a color I picked, and then I thought, oh, I already have it. So it's a good color. I like it. It is First Kiss. First Kiss. And this is a lip stain, so it doesn't come off on your cup. It just stains your lips, and then you can put lip gloss over it or not. I get, you know, the new thing is that matte, so it's matte, but can't even feel it like it's on there. And this is actually a pretty subtle color. I got a couple darker colors and I got a lighter color. I don't know how I'm going to feel about the lighter color. But I thought I'd try it for my free one. Because, you know, I do need more lipsticks. Dennis is sitting there, and if he's listening, he's rolling his eyes. But he may not be listening. He doesn't. He can tune me out. He's pretty good at that. At least in the morning. So anyway, that's what I did last night. I went down the rabbit hole of Instagram Reels, and I ended up buying a dress, a cotton and linen dress. I have no idea if it's going to work for me. If it's too thin, it really won't, because, you know, I try not to wear a bra whenever I can get away with it. But I got sort of it's called orange, but it looked more apricot-y. But if it's orange, that'll be fine too. My frustration with that was that it was $28 for the dress, which is cheap and makes me a little nervous. But they charged me $10 sales tax. They called it sales tax and shipping. So it came to like $48, $45 or something for a $28 dress. You know, and I don't see the final price when I pay with PayPal until like I get my email from PayPal, so whatever. And I complained a little bit. You know, I put a comment. They charged me $10 on a $28 dress for sales tax. But I'm wondering if it was part tariff. I'm sure this dress came from Vietnam or Thailand. And, you know, I bet it was sales tax. Well, I don't think there's sales tax on clothes in Pennsylvania. So it was probably entirely tariff, but they didn't say that. They said sales tax. So it has begun. So it has begun. Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I like this dress. But you'll never know. I mean, you never know. Not you'll never know. You'll know, because I'll tell you what I think and I'll wear it or not, depending on. And I can put a tank top under it if I have to go braless, because I do have lots of tank tops and chemises or whatever you want to call them. But anyway, that's how I spent the evening of my day yesterday. We also made pizza dough, and so we are having pizza for dinner tonight. It's a new dough from Chris Cooks Nashville. I've talked about his channel before. He has a YouTube channel, Chris, C-H-R-I-S, Cooks Nashville. And he's a carnivore, and he was a former pastry chef. And so he, you know, pastries are not carnivore. So he's doing all kinds of stuff, and he's the one who gave us the recipe for the crackers we make now, which are very similar to Ritz crackers that I love. And I'm not remembering, we have made some buns and biscuits and things. We tried a cornbread recipe last week, or the week before last week. It wasn't as cornbready as I would have liked, but it was also drier. It was cooked longer our pan was bigger, so it was thinner, but we didn't adjust the time correctly, so it was a little dry. But Dennis liked it well enough, and it hit a spot. Not like the crackers, what 100% hits the spot. You know, I would serve them to anybody, except I can't serve them to Allison because they have gelatin in them, and she is a pescatarian. But yeah, so we like them. So anyway, I will let you know tomorrow. Oh, actually, I might not let you know tomorrow. I just want to let you know we are taking Aura to the doctor first thing in the morning tomorrow, and it's very possible that I won't have a vlog because we have to leave earlier than we ever like to leave, and you know, we're putting her in our car because we could not get transportation for her. So we're putting her in our car. I don't know how that's going to work, but it'll take both of us. So I'm going to go along. Normally, Dennis would take her by himself. But it might take two people, and so I will be there. And I don't know when I'll get home. So it's possible that there won't be a vlog tomorrow. And if there isn't, don't worry. It's because Aura had to go to the doctor. But the next time I vlog, I will let you know how the pizza was. So we're very excited. I do like pizza. And you know, the reality is, sometimes you can just put pizza sauce and cheese on top of something, and it really reads pizza, you know? So, but we've been disappointed before, so we have our hopes up a little higher than probably we should, but we shall see. The interesting thing was when we made the dough, so he does a lot of dehydrating. And when we made the dough, we piped it into a circle like a pizza, a round pizza. But by the time we were piping it, that dough got kind of stringy. And the thing about pizza dough is it's chewy. You know, it's got a little bite to it. It's a little chewy. So I'm afraid that gave us a little bit of a hope that we might like this. And if we, you know, so we have further to fall than normal, I think, because of that situation. But if we like it, it wasn't that hard to make. Certainly no harder than any homemade pizza dough. You know, it was right in that same area of work. So, my lips are not very dark. I'm so disappointed. I wish I would have tried this yesterday. So I knew. Well, we'll see what I get. Maybe I'll like it as much, or, you know, next order, now I know. But they do, you know, I've had this for a year at least. I think Christy gave me the gift certificate for my birthday, 2024. So I've had this over a year. So, truth be told, it probably doesn't last more than a year now. We know. For me, because of, you know, whatever. But that's a reasonable time frame, I think, for something that you like. Anyway, you've seen Christy wear this too on her floss tube. So I'm getting 3 more colors. I also, and you don't, it doesn't come off once you wipe the purple off. What was I going to say? Oh, another Instagram sale. This was a few days ago. There was a lipstick that was clear in the stick with just little flakes of something in it, like little gold flakes. And it goes on clear, and then it changes the color of your, you know, it changes to your lip chemistry I ordered that too. So we'll see how that is. I know. Waste of money, but fun for me, and I hope for you. I know. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I did yesterday. I really took the day off, I have to say. I really took the day off, but I did enjoy watching those sketching, painting, art reels. I feel like I've been working on this for a long time though. You know, I still haven't used my quill pens and my ink, but they are both sitting right here. Right here. I'm thinking about it. I'm making no promises. But meanwhile, it's a rainy day. We may be trying another recipe too today. It's possible. Dennis is going to make yogurt. He's got all kinds of things that he's going to do. I don't have any good plans like that, although I am thinking about my quill pens, I will say. I do have some administrative stuff that I really should do. I hope I do some of that. You would think I had control of that, you know? Like, I don't just have to wish, you know, the gods would take care of all these things. Anyway. So I had a lot of fun going down the rabbit hole and beating myself up until I finally realized that's ridiculous. It doesn't look very colorful, my lips. Hold on. This is the lip oil I got with my grandchildren last year. And it's a very, very light gloss. And that makes it look like a little something more something's going on with my lips. Two of the ones I got yesterday were darker than First Kiss. So, now it looks like I got something going on. I think the light pink is probably not going to show up as very much, but we shall see. All right, I'm done. I was watching a video yesterday. I'm done, and then I start talking again. My daughter teases me about that. I do not know. I don't remember what the video was. Because I watched all different kinds of things. Anyway, at the end of the video, she said, stay safe and stay sane. And I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't that what I say? I wasn't even sure. I'm like, that's what I say. Isn't that what I say? I'm sure that's what I say. I have no idea who that woman was and what it was about. And I think it was some kind of health thing, perhaps. I'm not sure. But anyway, stay safe and stay sane.